Next to Milano Malpensa Airport in Italy lies a treasure. A treasure for car enthusiasts. It's called the Bertone Collection. All human efforts sooner or later reach their inevitable conclusion. Some end suddenly and without warning, while others drag on in a slow, painful decline that's difficult to watch. This is exactly how Bertone met its fate. Founded in 1912 as a traditional coach building shop, Bertone truly began to thrive in the 1950s, thanks to the entrepreneurial vision of Nuccio Bertone and the remarkable talents he fostered. First Franco Scaglione, followed by Giorgetto Giugiaro and Marcello Gandini. Under their influence, Bertone grew into one of Italy's great success stories. Bertone's innovative designs set industry trends from the US to Japan, and Italy's booming automakers were eager to have the firm produce their sleek, stylish car bodies it had created for them. The Bertone Collection is housed in the Volandia Aerospace Museum, within walking distance from the Milano Malpensa Airport. The Automotoclub Storico Italiano acquired the historic Bertone collection in 2015 by participating in the bankruptcy auction of the company. The collection, protected and bound by the Italian Ministry of Cultural Heritage, Activities and Tourism, is made up of 79 cars. The protection guarantees that it cannot be dispersed by selling the pieces individually, and it cannot be transferred abroad. Here is a list of all cars designed by Bertone from the 1950s until the end. Let me know in the comments if you have any favorites. Let's go into the museum and have a look at this amazing collection. This is the Aston Martin Rapide Bertone Jet 2+2, designed by Barry Weir. The car was intended as a one-off special, but considering the positive response, Bertone decided to put the car into small-scale production. Unfortunately, Bertone went into receivership shortly after, and the production run never happened. This is the Jaguar B99. B for Bertone, and 99 for being Bertone's 99th year in operation. The B99 was reported to be well received at the Geneva Motor Show unveiling, but Jaguar confirmed that they would not be asking Bertone to develop the concept. Bertone and Opel worked together for quite some years. Here are some of their creations. In the middle, the Opel Slalom in orange. Based on the Opel Calibra, the car was first presented to the public at the Geneva Motor Show in March 1996 and used the same 2-liter turbocharged engine as the Opel Calibra. Here you can see two dune buggies called the Bertone Shake, and all the way to the right, the Suzuki Go from 1972. It was a quirky little vehicle designed to carry 2 people, skis, gear and boots, and even a snowmobile. The Suzuki Go is powered by a 750cc 3-cylinder motorcycle engine. It has 5 forward gears and also 5 reverse gears. Its main party trick was the fact it could be fitted with an outboard motor and turn into a small boat. Next up is the Bertone Porsche Charisma. Nuccio Bertone said this about the concept car. I don't want to be considered a man who gives lesson to others. So with Porsche having abandoned its own 4-seater car project, and given that such solution has never been tried with the rear-engine 911, I decided we could create the charisma without disconcerting anyone. This is the 1998 Bertone BMW Pigster. Designers topped the running gear with a muscular pickup body characterized by vents, scoops, scallops and a spoiler that today looks like it belongs on a record-breaking Koenigsegg. BMW had zero interest in bringing the ultimate hauling machine to the market, so the Pigster remained a one-off concept. In this haul there are some interesting cars. Based on the XJS platform with a V12 engine, the Jaguar Ascot was presented by Bertone at the 1977 Geneva Auto Show. Designed by Marcello Gandini in typical 70s wedge-shaped design with hard edges. It gave a sneak preview to the modern-day 5-door coupes, which became so popular some 30 years later. Volvo also had a joint venture with Bertone. This is the 780 Coupe from the early 90s. And this is the concept car Volvo Tundra, designed by Marcello Gandini. One of the most memorable cars designed by Bertone and Marcello Gandini is the Lamborghini Countach. The first showing of the Countach prototype was at the 1971 Geneva Motor Show as the Lamborghini LP500 concept. With its uncompromising wedge-shaped design, this car, with its scissor-shaped doors, became a huge success for Bertone and Lamborghini. The Countach was designed around the existing Lamborghini V12 engine in a rear mid-engine rear-wheel drive layout. The Lamborghini Miura was the predecessor to the Countach, and it was the first car with a rear mid-engine 2-seat layout when it came out in 1966. The prototype was finished just days before debut at the 1966 Geneva Motor Show. None of the engineers had found the time to check if the engine fitted inside its compartment. Committed to showing the car, they decided to fill the engine bay with ballast and keep the hood locked throughout the show. The car was the highlight of the show, immediately boosting designer Marcello Gandini's reputation. Another Lamborghini designed by Gandini is the 4-seat Grand Touring Coupe called Espada. Gandini drew inspiration and cues from two of his Bertone show cars from 1967, the Lamborghini Marsal and the Bertone Piranha. 1,217 Espadas were made, making it the most numerous and longest-running Lamborghini model until the expansion of the Countach production in the mid-1980s. The Lancia Stratos is a rear mid-engine sports car designed for rallying, made by the Italian car manufacturer Lancia and designed by Bertone. It was highly successful in competition, winning the World Rally Championship in 1974, 75 and 76. Between 1973 and 78, around 490 cars were produced. Here are 3 different versions of Alfa Romeos from early 1960s. And this is the classical Alfa Romeo Montreal from 1972. Again, Gandini is behind this beautiful design. The Bertone Ramaro is an Italian concept car designed and built by Bertone and based on the Chevrolet Corvette C4. It debuted in 1984 at the Los Angeles Auto Show and was well received at the show, but it was never considered for production. The name Ramaro comes from the Italian word for green lizard. This is the concept car Bertone BMW Z7 Birusa, based on the BMW Z8. And here is the Bertone Saab 90 from 2002. This is the 1972 Citroën GS Camargue, a 2-door coupe with 2+2 seating. The Bertone Blitz is an electric concept car introduced at the 1992 Turin Auto Show. It has a range of 100 kilometers on a single charge, and it can be recharged within 4 to 6 hours. Here is the Auto Bianchi A112 Runabout from 1969, a very cool car. Based on the Lotus Esprit S4, this is the 1991 Lotus Emotion. Looking very modern even by today's standards, it never made a cut at Lotus Cars. In 2022, Mauro and Gianfranco Ricci revived the Bertone brand. The first in a series of limited edition vehicles, the GB110 was presented in December 2022, then unveiled in June 2024. So maybe the brand will live on in this new shape. I really hope so. That's it from the Bertone Collection at the Volandia Museum. I hope you enjoyed this video and this great collection of cars. Last year I visited another car collection in France, and you can see that video by clicking the link up here. If you enjoy this kind of videos, consider to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to receive notifications when my next video is out. Have a great day wherever you are. Bye now.